Hello everyone and welcome to my corner of the world and to my Sunday live on November the 17th already. So if you are out there watching me, perhaps you'll just give me, let me know by putting something in the chat box there. I'd certainly appreciate knowing that you're there rather than me talking to myself today. Right, so I thought I would pull out some Christmassy papers, and I mean we're halfway through November, and last week I made some little sort of treat holders which I suggested would be great for placing on your holiday tables, but I wanted to use this paper. I've used a couple of the others on other projects. I think I used this one last week. And so, oh, hello Susan, thank you for joining me today. So, I was also, as you do, you know, floating through the internet looking for inspiration the other day, and I came across an easel card, and I've done easel cards before, but this is kind of slightly different, and so I thought that I would have a go. We'd work it through. I've got some notes that I made, but we would work it through together. And Sally, welcome Sally, good to see you again. Okay, so here we go. Now I want to use these dies. Now I haven't used them before. Let's see what they're called, Wildflower Designs. But I love the fact that they're these elongated hexagons, and I think that they're just so elegant, the hexagon. So I'm going to use them to do some layering, and I'm going to fussy cut. But I'm not fussy cutting with scissors. No, I'm going to fussy cut with a die. So I'm going to choose a Christmas tree that is kind of doing it for me, and I think this is the one that I want to go for. I'm going to just bring you in a little bit because it's quite small. I hope you didn't get seasick. Right, so let's just cut a chunk out of here like that, and let's make sure it's a big enough chunk. Yep, there we go. So we're going to fussy cut this, and this is something that I learned years ago when I took some classes for quilting, and they talked about like having a center panel or feature piece, and they called it fussy cutting, and I've used that expression ever since for whether I do it with scissors or whether I'm doing it with a die. So we just get some stuff down here, and then we'll. So how is the world treating you both, Susan and Sally? Hopefully you're doing okay. Now then. Oh, well that's the first time I've used these. So this one, okay, it cut plain on the inside, and oh, I've got this one on the outside, right? So we're gonna see how we can make that work. All right, so that's one, and then the other one, I know that this one cuts a frame. So we're going to cut, and I'm using one of the colors out of the paper, a nice bright green. And it's a green that when it first came out, wasn't terribly fussed with, but it's become one of my particular favourites these days. Pear Pizzazz used to be one of my ultimate favourite green, but that's retired now, so Granny Apple Green is there. Much better being here with you. Oh, what a lovely thing to say. Thank you, Sally. That really is nice. Okay. So, I know that this is going to cut a single centerpiece as well as a frame. So I'm not going to use the frame, but I think maybe I can use that on another project. I'm in the process of doing a junk journal at the moment using greens. So I think I'm going to use that in my junk journal. So put that somewhere safe. So we don't lose that. So right now then, we're going to stick that down like that, and then I'm going to attach that like that, so we get the full effect. Because as I say, I didn't realize that that cut separate frame. I thought it just cut a whole piece, and that just shows you what thought does, eh? Thought comes and bites you on the sit upon. Now then, sorry ladies, I got to get my ruler out. I just got to make sure that those points are lined up. I can't help it. It's the engineer in me. I haven't been in an engineering environment for years and years and years, but it still comes back to haunt me. There we go. So I need to make sure it's the right way up, and we just pop that on there like that. There. So that's going to be my centerpiece, and in a minute I'm sure we'll put lashings of something or other on it to make it sparkle, because I haven't got enough sparkle for me just yet. So let's go ahead and do the next piece. So we got our centerpiece. So we need to do, right, I've got my notes, so we'll, I need a piece here that is 11 by 4 1/4. So that's basically half a sheet of cardstock. So we just do that, cut that like that, get that bit out of the way. And then it says I've got to score at 2. Just get that out of the way so we don't accidentally cut it a strip off. Wouldn't be the first time. So 2, 4, and 5 1/2. So this is going to give me my easel card. So that's going to fold. Let's get this out of the way and get my bone folder out, wherever that is. There it is. So I'm going to line up all my corners and my sides, make sure it's all square. All right, and then this one is going to go back. So it's a slightly different sort of, as I said at the beginning, a slightly different sort of easel card, because it's going to sort of go like that, if that makes sense. Right. Okay. Now, what will happen with this is, if I've got this right, is this will go here, like that. And then that will go like that, if that makes sense. And then we've got our pretty centerpiece. Okay. Now we need some decorative panels. So the other side of this paper is this, which, to be honest with you, doesn't go with the green I chose. So rather than use the same sheet paper, which was, I'll use another one. It's a bit daft of me to do that, really, wasn't it? I should have chosen something that would go, although we've got a bit of a stripe. Oh, these Christmas trees are interesting. What's that? That's what we used last week. Oh, look at these dear little deers. This is interesting, but I don't think it's going to go with the... Is it going to go? No, I don't think it will. Well, I think I'm pretty much stuck with this. I think I'm going to use the stripy because I don't have anything that's more subtle in this set of paper, and I just like to use things from one packet. Right, get the old thingy out. So we're going to make some panels. Right. We need some sparkle, don't we? We need some sparkle. I have this. Oh, I know why I use that green now. I know exactly why I use that green. Look. Look, 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 look. Wow, you can't do any better than have sparkle. And maybe I should have put that behind the sparkle there, but no. Let's use this sparkle, and we'll have a bit of that on there, and we'll be laughing, won't we? Okay. So we need a panel for here, so that's like 1.5. So if I cut a strip 1 1/4 like that, and then that's 4 1/4, so we just cut that at 4. We make it easy, we won't do 8ths. And I'm going to need 2 of those, 1, 2, like that. So the plan is that one's going to go there, and then we're going to put one here, like that. Okay. And then we're going to need 2 for here. So that's 2 inches. So we need 1 3/4. Oh, this is going to have so much bling on it. Ooh. But you all know me and bling, don't you? Can't resist it. And we're going to cut 4 again. 1, 2. So we've got our 4 pieces here, and I'm gonna put a piece of this on. So I said, what did I say? This was 1 1/4, didn't I? Yeah. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna cut there. And that's 4, so we just cut that slightly under 4. And that's too long enough, Sind. So we just cut it because we're not getting a border. Okay. Let's see what we've got now. Okay. Right. So I'm going to get these. Ooh. Okay. So this is where you get a vote. Should I use the stripy side or should I use the flower side? Let's see what this one looks like. This hasn't really got much of a flower, has it? But I could always cut another one with a bit of a flower on it. So it takes a moment for your chat to come through. So let me know, stripy or floral, and then we'll go with the vote. Okay, so while we do that, we need a greeting. So I've got this stamp set out, and I thought we could just do, like, say, there's one that says warm and cozy, and Christmas trees are warm and cozy, aren't they? Let's see, have I used that one before? Warm and cozy. Let's see how big it is, because we've only got an inch to put it on. Oh, that should be okay. Peace on Earth. No, let's not use Peace on Earth. Floral, Sally says. Have you got an opinion there, Susan? Let's be merry. Okay, love and joy, believe, to you. So what did I say? Warm and cozy. Let's do warm and cozy. So we just pop that on a block. Now I did not use this one before, so I'm just going to do a quick clean. If you haven't heard me talk about this before, sometimes with the these clear stamps, they've got just a tiny little bit of, I don't know, residue from manufacturing, and sometimes it just doesn't pick up the ink, and so that's why I'm just giving it a good, it's just part of the manufacturing process. It doesn't harm them in any way, so a little bit of a clean. Okay, so now we need to find another piece of floral that's got a flower on it. Let's see, or should we? I mean, if I was to put that one toward the back, okay, let's do that. We'll put that one to the back. And then we put, actually, if we are having a greeting on this front piece, probably doesn't need to have quite so much, but we'll see. When we come to do the assembly, we'll see what works. Okay. All right. So let's do this. I'll put a bit more on because it's sticking onto glimmer paper and it might, it's not as absorbent as regular card. So you just need to, there we go. Yeah, I think that's probably a bit more subtle, isn't it? You were right. Okay, and these pieces will go on here and here. And then this piece will go on there, like that. And then that will sort of stand up like that. This needs something. This needs something. I'm not sure yet, unless you all have got, how do you not get glue all over? Is that like a rhetorical question? Well, I use the very thin end, and I don't squeeze terribly hard. And then I move it fast. Now I have somewhere, I did treat myself to these little bottles. And I'm not going to endorse them or anything like that. I'm not getting paid to use them. But I got these off of Amazon, and they're really tiny, and they're really good. And it comes with this neat little cappy thing, and you can just fill it with whatever adhesive that you like. But this is just a case of sort of not squeezing terribly hard and moving it sort of fast over my paper. That's basically it. Now, did that help? I was thinking about putting some, maybe I ought to put this paper on here as well to keep it in thing. Now this is pretty. You know, you could always use this for a birthday card. I know it's got like holly berries and stuff in, but you know, there are people that have birthdays in December. My dad had a birthday in December. I have a nephew-in-law that also has a birthday in December. So 1 and sort of 5/8. Let's see. So that would work, wouldn't it? Mind you, I wouldn't have given my dad or my nephew a floral card. I don't think they would have appreciated that at all. But you know, my grandmother's birthday was on Christmas Day, and she and my grandfather actually got married on Christmas Day as well. And so all her celebrations literally came on the same day. And I often wondered why they sort of got married on that day. And when did they get married? I think they got married in 1928, I think it was. And as she said, you know, we didn't get paid holidays back in those days. But they did get Christmas Day. And she said, well, we got married on Christmas Day because everybody would be on holiday, and they could come to the wedding without losing pay. And it meant that their reception could be like Christmas lunch. So it was fascinating when she was talking to me and about it. And I've actually got the original of their marriage certificate. And I've even got the original marriage certificate of my grandfather's parents. Which I'm currently working on putting into a book. So you know, like not a scrapbook, but you know, sort of the same idea, but not a scrapbook as such. And I've got the birth certificate of my great-grandmother as well. And she was born like in 1862 or something like that. So yes, so it's been, you know, it's been interesting going through some papers. Okay, so I'm going to do that one there and pop that one there. So we'll stick that one down. So how am I doing so far? There. Like that, and we'll put this one here. Yeah. like that. So that's going to go like that, and then this one's going to go here, and this one's going to go back here. Now I was going to put a greeting down here, but maybe I should perhaps just put a greeting across there. Not sure. Okay, any suggestions, any ideas? Gratefully received, as always. Let's get a greeting going. Just bent down into my little drawer where I keep all my scraps. Looking good, thanks Sally. So warm and cozy is what we're going to put on here. I think I got this a bit juicy. Make sure I don't get any overstamp. Oh, not bad. Is it lost in green? Should I do it in red? Okay, let's see what we got. Let's do red and see if I like the red. It seems a bit lost. So let's do, I think this is called, this red is Poppy Parade. I don't think it's real red. On the focal point, okay. Let's see what we can do. Okay, red or green? Red or green? That is the choice. Who's got a vote on red or green? Just clean this up. Oh, Sally reckons red. Okie doke. It's certainly got a bit more presence, hasn't it? Now, have we got a die that we've got in that set that I may be able to use? Let's see. Oh, that's a bit big, isn't it? And that isn't very well stamped. That's a bit better. Now then. I was thinking that maybe what I could do is I could sort of cut it out and then trim it just so that the pointy bits are there, but I think that's being a bit too over thingy. What is it? Over ambitious. See what we can do. Let's get this cut. And I need to get it lined up because it's not, I didn't stamp it straight. Let's see. Oh, I didn't do that either. It would have helped, Cindy Lou, if you had stamped it straight. We wouldn't be working at all sorts of weird angles now. Oh, this is going a bit fuzzy cutting, so I can see that I've got a boatload of paper fibres in there. I need to get them out, because that can make your blade go, make it look as though your blade is dull when actually it's not. I think that's looking a bit better. I think I'm going to get me snips. See what I mean? It's gone a bit fuzzy, but I can trim those bits off. It's like trimming my dog's whiskers. Okay, let's see what we've got. How are we going to do this? Right, well, we can stick that bit down there. So trouble when you're dealing with, when you've got a project that's got lots of little bits, I like to try and get them all stuck down as quickly as I possibly can so I don't lose them. I have enough trouble keeping my eye on the on my tools without the bits of paper as well. Now on this side we are going to use some dimensionals. I only got little ones handy, so we're going to use a lot. Going to use a lot. Because this is the bit that is going to hold up the card. So we're going to line that up. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a piece of backing. Let's just hold that there. Like that. So that's going to be like that. And then we'll go with this. Like that. As long as it doesn't go outside the footprint. Oh, we've got plenty of, we can probably put that up a bit higher. So we could do warm. Are we sure about putting it on here? Because it looks a bit on the big side. It needs, I was thinking if it went down there, I'm going to trim a bit more off. Let's use some bigger scissors. Right, okay. Okay. Oh, hello, Jenna Marie. Nice to see you. So you agree then we perhaps need it down here now? Do you think it? I think so too. I think it's too. If this had been a bit on the smaller side, I would have said yes. But hey, it's just too big. So let's just go and stick this down. Right. Now then, we've got this piece here. And this is a bit like a book fold card. So if you remember a book fold, we've done them before, is that it would almost sort of open like that and that bit's stuck down. So we're going to do the same with this. And I'm going to use some tape. Well, I'm going to do two things. I think I've shared this with you before. I'm going to use tape and I'm going to add liquid. And because this card is going to probably be take a sort of be a lot of usage on it, and looks like we've got some googe, and so I want to make absolutely sure that it sticks down. Oh, it's managed to pick up some. Well, good job that's inside the card and hidden. Now we're going to put some liquid down. Or is that off my fingers? I think maybe it was off my fingers. Well, that's not very good, having mucky fingers. There. So when this goes down, it's going nowhere. Yeah, you'll be able to go back and watch what we did, Jenna Marie. It's just it's an unusual. It's just a different kind of easel card is what we're making. That's what it looks like from the side. And so this is going to be our final thing. Let's see what we can do with this, because something needs doing with that. There's not enough bling on it, and I'm very disappointed. I should have cut it with the glimmer paper, but okay, so this is what we've got. I was looking to see if I had some rhinestones, but looks like I haven't got any in here. So there's some green ones in there. Wrong green. We're not going to use those, even though they got some nice goldy bits in. And I got those. We got those. Do you think there'd be too much? Let's go. Let's see what we've got. So we've got those. And we've got these ones that have got some gold in them. There's some pearls. I've got some of these silver ones. What have I got? Any little ones left? I could do that. But then there's these ones. I don't know if you've come across these. These are the drusies. They call them drusies. Right. Since I haven't got any rhinestones, we'll use some drusies. And give this a bit of a lift. Because with all the other bling, I mean, this is just a card that's just covered in lots of blingy stuff. The ones with gold or drusies. Yeah, we're on the same page there, Jenna Marie. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that enough? Let's clear the rubbish out so we can see what we're doing. Right. So this is going here. And I'm going to pop them up again on dimensionals. Now, I'm not quite sure how far this is going to go up. Let's see. Because it needs to fit the footprint, which is lovely. That is perfect. That is perfect there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple just there, just to hold the middle in. And if I put a couple more on here, this is going nowhere. It's just stuck solid. Right, let's take these back pieces off. How are we doing for time? Oh, not bad. I like to try and do my lives in about 45 minutes, maybe an hour at the most. So I'm quite happy that that's what we're working on at the minute. So let's center that up. There, I think we're done. Then let me just sort of tip it up like that and come in. So hope I don't make you seasick. Center that up. So there we have Wink of Stella on the tree to make it sparkle. Oh, let me see. What have I done with my Wink of Stella? I had a tidy up. You're absolutely right. Wink of Stella. I will do that before I take a picture of it. That is a brilliant idea. Yes, we could give it a bit more sparkle. I thought maybe we could go and put a bit of silver ribbon. Let's see. See what this will do. What do you think to this? Okay, I've lost my scissors again, ladies. There they are. I mean, we could put that on the top of the Christmas tree. If I had a tiny star, we could put a red star on the top. Let's just be a devil and do that. Let's see. Looks like I'm running out of. There we go. Maybe that's cheered it up. I will get the Wink of Stella out though. That is a brilliant suggestion. Okay, so did you like this one? I hope you did. Now, if you did, just go ahead, give me a thumbs up. I'd certainly appreciate that. And if you don't yet subscribed, perhaps you'll do that as well. Now, I'm going to be away from my workbench for a few weeks. But I've got videos all shot ready to schedule, so they'll be there ready for you to see, but I won't be doing a live for a few weeks yet. We have some stuff going on, and I'm going to be away from my workbench. But there we go. There's today's offering, made from scratch with suggestions from your good selves on what we should do with our colours. Well, thank you for choosing to spend some time with me today. I always have the greatest fun when I know that folks are out there watching me. It's one thing, or joining me, it's one thing doing, you know, and recording them and stuff like that. But when I'm actually talking to you live, I think it's a really big thrill, and I'm truly excited to do it and really appreciate you joining me. So for now, for a few weeks, I'm going to say cheerio, wishing you in the United States a happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully I'll be back before Christmas, and we can start looking at some other ideas. Okay then, well, hugs to all of you, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye for now.